working as intended.
So you have cookies and I don't have cake, so I think that's unfair.
Well, you won't hear me complaining.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't, asshole. So I believe we were...
Goofing off.
Yes, that. And I'm missing some health because I collapsed gravel on my head. I remember that.
Oh, jeez. Okay, recording started.
So I have to make more concrete. Concrete plan.
Way to cement our future.
Make 100 pillars. I use 100 pillars as fuel. Guess I should make a,
There's fuel logs.
Yeah, but fuel logs, don't they take gasoline or something, or...?
I'd have to take a look.
And we need a chem station that takes tallow. I'd rather save the fat for making more gasoline.
Yeah.
There's also 20 wood, and I think it lasts for like 23 minutes. For one fuel log, I prefer Yes, it would. Fuck you. But wood pillar 100s use 4 wood and last for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Time to bake lots of cement.
Hey, look, Alice, it's a cement river. Doing my perimeter checks.
Making more... Oh, that's right. I need to go get, break apart some shelving for scrap iron. City run.
Oh, here's the, chicken coop if you want to take a look. I haven't, actually used it yet, so...
Nah, you can go ahead.
Running to the city.
Do I have a bunch of iron they can use? 2,600 iron. How many more spikes do we need?
Like 7 or 8.
Making our base better. Eight. I presume it's only this one corner.
Unless any have been destroyed.
Man, so many spikes have taken damage.
I haven't used any explosives except for in the mine yet. So far.
I have to remember to put away my steel when I'm doing this, because I accidentally upgraded one of the spikes to steel already. And I kind of need the steel for other things.
Did it steal your steel?
Yes, it did. I didn't steal myself for that. I think second iron spikes will be fine for this next 7th day horde.
I think so too.
No, it better be, because that's as far as we're going. Alright, I already used up all the scrap iron. Time to place more upside down spikes. What?
Upside down spikes.
I mean, how am I wrong?
No, it's just a funny thing. I just shot a zombie in the back of the head with my bow and she did a flip down a hill.
Spinneroonie.
Gonna fill my inventory before I get to the city.
Alright, I'm gonna be on my way. Need some more rebar frame ramps, too. Oh shit, I should pick up the steel so I can repair my tools, too. Spend some time, though, finishing off the rest of this cobble, too. Why am I going east? I'm going to go southwest.
Better bow.
Okay, I have emptied the chest and I'm on my way back.
Passed by a bird nest that hadn't been looted yet.
My mining tools is 84.
Holy moly. I'm not even sure what mine's at. I don't remember.
12?
It should be higher than that.
13.
Damn.
What's up?
I just killed a zombie. He's got a bunch more stuff to pick up.
I'm almost there. You're close to me. I can save you.
Here, just a second. What do you have on you right now?
Stone, iron, coal, nitrate.
You have some feathers on you too, right?
Yep. Well, I did. I'm turning them into arrows.
Okay.
I can always use more bullets because I have a pistol.
Oh, there's another bird's nest right here with 26 feathers.
Nobody cares about your problems?
Damn. I'll just throw out a couple rotting flesh. Arrows are more important than rotting flesh. What does rotting flesh even do?
Fertilizer and chemical agents for darts. What was the giggle for?
Darts.
I mean, if I want a lot of scrap metal, I could always break all this fence here.
Oh yeah, we were gonna tear down another tower.
I will wait till we wrench it out.
That's no fun.
It still collapses.
Yeah, but we have to wait.
And now I wait for stamina.
Break 4 shelves, wait for stamina. I'm getting 32 scrap iron per shelf, though.
Nice.
Should have brought beer. How much is my yield reduced if I'm low on stamina? Apparently it's not.
Jeez.
So I can keep mining forever, even though I'm tired as fuck. Oh, never mind, it's going down. Get enough metal to finish upgrading the spikes. I mean, if I wanted to work at it, I could probably go and find a bunch of rocks and get enough iron to finish off, make enough steel to finish off the spikes completely.
Who wants to do that?
Then we could gasoline them so we don't even need a light during the day 7s because they'll all be on fire.
That'd be neat to see.
I have to get some more clay too because we need some more cobble.
Got 1,800 scrap iron so far. Steel pickaxe is amazing for yield. So I know about the crazy yield mod.
What about it?
Using the auger on steel shell on these shells gives like 600 scrap iron per.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you knew something was up when you take apart a car and you get 55 engines, right?
True.
Can you imagine that mechanic who opens up the car and it's just like, oh, this car's got 50 engines in it?
I'm not sharing this iron, I'm being shellfish.
Let's see. Why did my game freeze for a sec there? Did it spawn a horde?
Uh-oh.
No, it didn't. Need a few more levels because I need the next level of minor 16, or not minor 16, sexual Tyrannosaurus as well.
Because stamina. Next door.
Are you out hunting?
I just finished sorting all the stuff I brought back, and I'm on my way back to the city.
Can you bring me a beer? Have you already left?
I'm not very far away.
That's okay, I'm just about done with the shelving here.
Okay.
Until the next store.
I wonder what it will have in store.
I knew that was coming.
Well, I have over 4,000 iron now, so that should be enough to probably finish off most of the spikes.
Actually, maybe not, because one layer around was about 100 spikes. That's about 4,000, so I'd probably need closer to 6,000 or 7,000 iron. Walking slowly because stamina.
Yeah.
It's all your fault.
What, because I didn't bring you a beer?
Yep.
Okay.
Found more shelving.
I believe the most metal you can get, you know those scrap metal patches that you find? I think is 40. So I'm thinking I should break some just to see how much I get. Because I may already be at maxed out yield for those. So one way to find out, I'm gonna go break a fence.
Well, I would break a fence if my stamina wasn't out.
That's what you get for using steel tools.
But the yield is so good. So I'm getting 19 per fence, but I'm going to collapse the fences to make...
Patches, scrap iron patches. And see what happens.
Oh, test safe.
What'd you get?
Well, I found a desk safe on this little hill thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the random spawn containers, so... Any enemies over there?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting 40 per.
Almost have an entire stack of scrap iron. Well, are we in the city because we want to go on an adventure?
Oh, there was only 11 pieces of paper in that thing. I'm just doing random exploration of this weird hill thing. And I'm chopping down all the giant trees that give coal.
Trying to jump on the fence.
Are you on the fence about it?
Yep.
Iron.
Oh, I should make one of those combat axes.
Alright, let's collapse this shit. Alright, 6,800 metal.
Only 6,800?
Yes, because of my pickaxe of stamina draining.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I know you're near me.
I'm just waiting for,
Some
like...
carrot.
Ah, there you are. Just waiting for, like, you to launch a rocket near me or something.
I don't have one yet. I know what I can help though.
What was that?
don't know what I destroyed over there. Or if I destroyed anything.
What'd you throw? Some sort? I know it was TNT.
Yeah, this is one of your 5 pieces of dynamite that I found, and
So you're making good use of it.
yeah.
My stamina. No, let me break those because I get 40 out of each one of them.
Well, I only get 16.
This is a surgical metal acquisition operation. Don't get in the way of it.
I got one more stick of dynamite. Back to continuing to goof off.
It's like, should I help? No, I'll go back to goofing off.
I'm exploring stuff. What's that building?
That's the big one?
Nope. Looks like a bunker.
Oh, that's the military bunker.
Oh! Bound to be good loot in here.
There is, but there are really tough enemies in there. If that's where you want to adventure, you're gonna need your rifle there and crouch shot some enemies because we are probably gonna get cops.
Okay, let me go put all this crap that I have in my inventory in the box.
We're gonna want to put some treasure chests outside there too because there's a lot of loot in there.
Fine. I'll make some treasure chests out here. Oh, I gotta plan first. You wanna put some treasure chests down?
What's your plan?
Uh-oh.
Stuck in the barbed wire up there.
Ooh, military leg armor. Grade 300 and some.
Hazmat dude.
We will see feral whites in here too.
Oh, I see quite a few guys I can slam with my rifle from here.
Oh, if they're just military dudes, they're fine. But if it's the whites, then
I don't see any whites yet.
did you blow up a car?
No. It just actually landed in a hole.
I'm gonna put a chest just right out here.
Adventure time.
There's an ammo chest right by the sandbags there.
Okay, I'm just sniping some dudes.
Some enemies are making noise.
Did you find him?
Yeah, they're down here destroying the stairs, so... Whoa, that's a lot of dudes. Are they gonna destroy the stairs?
Ah, shoot.
What's up?
I forgot my alarm. You're back!
Your alarm.
I'm back.
I still hear other guys. Oh, they're over there.
Got shot.
So this is from, like, Group Soldier, I believe it is. And it can have, just feral whites. And then there's some places with Group Badass here that has, feral irradiated cops and whites.
I don't know where those guys are making noise from.
Oh, right there, apparently. Taking a look down here for any more construction dudes.
There we go.
Yeah, it's spawning enemies from game stage 430 in here.
I'm gonna go back to the top and start looting up there.
Cheerleader laying here with her head through the concrete. I shot her head through the concrete.
I'm gonna just go through and kill as many enemies as possible.
break out into the pit here so that I can start making sure everything's dead in here.
Get you in the fucking head. I don't think we'll be able to complete our adventure today, though. This place is huge.
That's what she said.
I said this place is huge, not that thing is huge.
I hear you fighting again.
It's just enemies that are laying here. Ooh, enemies are feral here. Feral corpse.
And I'm trying to be sneaky.
Trying to be sneaky, sneaky. Five enemies from zombie soldier group. Huh, I one-shot a feral white in the head with my bow.
Oh, nice. Must have got a crit.
There's gonna be two gun safes and an ammo chest here. This is gonna take me a while to break down the door because it has 8,000.
Guess who forgot to unlock the chest again?
Me.
All right, I'll be along in a bit. I'll just make a path right here.
I'm helping.
Sniper rifle barrel and sniper rifle parts.
Nice. I just need a schematic yet.
I think I actually have the schematic.
Just throw everything in one for now.
Well, you're in one, so I'm just gonna throw everything in two. I mean, if we're gonna keep everything disorganized, we may as well be good at it, right? Random businessman outside.
Come on, supply catch.
30 more One of those ammo caches.
One ammo box.
One of those silos has a drop-off in it, so be careful.
Alright, missile silo adventures.
Oh, does the missile explode?
No.
Oh. Ooh, a door.
Damn, it has 8,000 health. Probably would have been quicker just to build frames over it, but oh well. I know there's an ammo cache on the roof here.
Break open faster before my stamina runs out.
This locked door has 8,000 hit points.
Sexual Tyrannosaurus. Oh, are you doing the one behind the missile silos? That one just leads to the bottom floor.
It's a shortcut for later, too. The ammo cache has 14 hollow points.
Huh.
Found a full hunting rifle, but it's only grade 68. Iron chest armor schematic.
Time to run back to chests. You having fun there with that door?
Yes. I got it down to 3,000 hit points left.
I guess we have a great grade 57 SMG there.
Yep.
Hey, it's still something.
I could use the other SMG we have. Wait, we don't have another SMG. I don't even think we have parts yet.
I believe SMG parts can only be bought or found on enemies. I don't think you ever find them in the gun safes.
Just about got it open.
Be careful when you go down there too, because that lower area is where you find the harder enemies. The very bottom will have the construction workers, but the areas adjacent to it will have the higher game stage area enemies.
Man, we're on an adventure. Look at all this loot.
I know of a secret passageway, too. Secret passageway!
That's a lot of enemies.
Where'd they spawn?
In the passageway. That's okay, I have room to fight. Meanwhile, these guys here are like, please shoot me with arrows through this hole in the wall that I made. Oh, that dude's a feral one. Oh, he's now a dead feral one. Any more enemies in here?
I'm taking apart the chairs.
Is that just a soldier? Yeah, I think that's a soldier. It's a dead soldier. Hazmat dude. Dead hazmat dude.
I got hit a few times. That means pills.
Pills here.
I see your spotlight. Where are you? Are you above me?
I don't know. I hear wolves.
That would be because we got a wolf pack.
Huh. I'll go take care of that.
Yeah, I see the wolves. They are outside the walls, breaking into where the silos are.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at.
Ooh, dire wolves. If you come up here, go inside the,
Here, step back a bit.
They all dead?
Yeah, there's zombies somewhere though.
I'll take care of the zombies if you want to get the meat and the stuff.
Yeah.
Do you by chance have antibiotics?
No.
Because apparently when one of the military dudes hit me, it gave me infection stage 2 right away.
Well, what I will do is I will loot these wolves and then I'll make a run back.
Where's that dude making noise from?
I mean, I still have 2.5 hours before it even reaches stage 3, so...
Well, it'll let me grab some and take a load of loot back.
Because I believe honey only cures stage 1.
That got us 60 meat and 108 hides. 60 towel and 22 bones. Wait, running back.
I fixed up the stairs. It's almost 18 o'clock already.
Jeez, you might as well start running back too. No, I think I can get 2 trips in.
I'm gonna keep looting.
Yeah.
So much loot, so little time.
I know. Loot's like the #1 thing in this game.
You need the nail gun schematic?
I do not believe so. I believe that's like one of the things I do have.
Grade 151 full bolt rifle. 204 sniper rifle stock.
One more level and I'll be able to get another level in gunsmithing as well. I'm at 29.
It's always ominous when I hear shit being broken. And I'm not sure why shit's being broken.
Well, especially when I'm not there. I mean, if I was nearby, I'd be like, it's probably just him.
And now I'm back to being sneaky.
There's Trucker and a Steve Farrell apparently here.
Oh, get fucked. This dude's like, I'm gonna run and walk in circles on top of these beds for no reason. Oh, there goes your head. Really, you fell over that easily? Hit the dude like once. Oh, he's dead now. Alright, who wants a piece of me? Just run out into the open, just be like, come at me, bros. Where's the feral Steve at? Oh, that's a lot of... That's a zombie standing on top of another zombie. I don't know what that guy's doing, but he's doing it wrong. Oh, I shot him in the ass. I mean, this zombie's just like, walk on cardboard box, walk off cardboard box. There we go, now he's after me.
Like that one that was exercising on the branch there, that one episode.
Jumping jacks.
Yeah.
I have a trucker that's trying to get to me by breaking an open door. Really, what are you guys doing in here?
You really want to know?
There's a feral Steve running around. And that guy apparently can't get through an open door. So I did a hit that knocked him on my side of the door, and now he's trying to break it from this side to get back in.
Just let it happen.
Alright, here comes Feral Steve. Come on, Feral Steve, you can do it.
And the truck driver's like, I'm going to hang out in this corner.
I'm actually kind of worried. I'm at positive hit points.
It's like you're not playing the game how you're supposed to.
I know.
Alright, well, that was interesting. There's still so much loot down here that I probably don't have time to get.
No, we got 3 hours. I'm just about there.
Yeah, no, the bookshelves have a secret passageway behind them, and at the top of the passageway there's like a little hidden room with gun store boxes and a bunch of army zombies. Remember, the second chest has some stuff too.
Yeah, I haven't made it quite there yet.
We need mini bikes. We do have antibiotics back at base, right?
I'm just about there with some antibiotics.
Oh, I'm running back to base with some loot.
Stop at those treasure chests right there. I'll put it in the first one.
Thank you.
Yep.
Apparently there's infection 4.
Yeah, I saw that.
So what was I, like 7.5 hours off from being dead?
At the end of Infection 4, you lose control of your character.
At the end of infection 4, you get mind controlled and then run off a cliff. I don't think I've ever been in any real danger of dying from the infection.
Gonna need a new club soon, though. So you know, like, all the stuff we're finding at the south end town here, right? The north town is bigger.
Oh, jeez.
My stamina.
Can you only ever find military armor, or do you eventually get to make it?
You'll only find it. That's okay, because, can I make steel armor yet?
I think I need the recipe. Oh, you need armor crafting 8. Steel armor, I think, is better for physical damage, because full 600 steel armor makes you invulnerable to physical hits.
Oh, nice. Except for bears.
No, it makes you immune to the bear's physical attacks, too.
What? I mean, I can see the claws not being able to get to you, but I'm fairly certain he would crush you. Okay, I'm picking up the brooms.
Just sorting. Pulled both sides?
Yep.
All right. That was our adventure for the day.
We didn't even finish it. Mole sandwich. What's that even good for?
It's the same as like the sham sandwich.
Oh,
It's just it gives more moldy bread.
I have an hour left. I should go out and get some wood quickly.
Hehe.
Yeah, that wood.
It's like 50 wood per hit now.
oh jeez.
Or 40. Oh, that one was 51. I have an hour left. I can get some good wood. Some nice long hardwood. What?
Yeah.
Just saying, getting some ply, like some lumber. What were you thinking of, perv?
Right.
Smash some rocks open too for some more iron.
It's gonna be great once I hit Sexual Tyrannosaurus 5. Finally can be sustainable with steel tools. But I mean, that's still like another, what? Don't you need like, I think, Athletics 80 to get the last,
I I believe so.
Half hour left, I can get more wood.
I'll go get wood for another 15 minutes.
Mining tools 86.
I picked a good rock.
Dang it.
I did, though.
Alright, I guess I'll head back now.
Honey, I'm home. So in that time, I was able to get 5,400 wood.
Jeez.
Evil music!
Alright, back down to the mine and back to you building your little man cave.
There is a sniper rifle in there. If you do have the things.
Hang on, I'm making some delicious food to eat quickly. I made some more water too, using the snow that we had.
Okay.
delicious bacon and eggs.
"19 skill points.
I've got 20, but I'm going to need that.
Machete crafting. Sounds like something that we need in our life.
Mm-hmm. I need to go level up again.
I need to as well. Time to go mining.
I go past, I'll work from the side.
You know what you call it when you call out to your friend named Apps?
What's that?
Call Apps.
Keep going. I hope it doesn't collapse in here, otherwise I guess then it would be about time that I,
Died.
died. Yeah, it's been a while.
The rock looks weird with both of us facing each other with the lights. It's like pure white.
We kind of do need those. We're going to need a low-quality engine to make some more cement mixers.
You're the one with the bad mechanic.
Level 67.
I'm approaching 30.
So do you mind if I use that sniper rifle?
Nope.
Just because I'm thinking this night 14 we might start getting cops.
Nope, I got a bolt action rifle and the hunting rifle parts on me, so.
Alright, well, it looks like it's 3 high all the way down, right?
Yeah.
Magically phase through each other. We're like fucking magicians.
So back to work stories. When I worked in retail, the owner's daughter worked as the manager of one of the other departments.
Okay.
So the owner, he was, I guess you could say, a fairly gruff dude. And he had a truck driver's mouth.
Ah.
Because of that, his daughter also had a truck driver's mouth.
And it led to some pretty funny occasions. Especially if she got a shoplifter.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man, sometimes those were hilarious. remember one time she was watching one guy who we were sure had shoplifted before. So like watching her, catches him, and then gets him at the door, and at that point they all drag him back in, right? And she's just like, I fucking knew it! I fucking knew you stole shit! You piece of shit! Like, she was just going off on him. It was hilarious.
Oh, jeez.
I remember when I started working in retail when I was 17, and I remember the first manager that I had actually got fired.
Oh, jeez.
And what sucks too is that he was like the owner's friend. I guess you could say was acting like the owner's friend.
Oh, okay.
Because we before with the system was that the cigarettes were kept on each till, and they were in like these little like clear lock boxes.
Yeah.
Or like clear containers.
So somebody comes to the till, they're like, oh, I want, give me a pack of Players Light, king size, whatever, and you just turn around, they're all there, go to the Players Light, take one out, give it to them, there you go. And then eventually they got rid of that system where they put them all on the one customer service till. But while they were each on each till, at the end of the night, whoever was closing up in the night had to take all the cigarette containers, put them on one of the bakery racks, and take them to the back room so they could be locked up.
Oh, okay.
Well, the manager decided that, yep, well, while I'm locking them up, I might as well take 4 or 5 packs for myself.
Oh, jeez. Those... I mean, they're not cheap.
And they didn't know who was stealing it, but they had a guess, because you can see in the numbers, right? If somebody's stealing like $50 of cigs per day, it has an effect on the store.
Yeah.
So the other manager set up a camera in the dairy cooler, which is where we kept the cigarettes. And, yep. Caught him in the act.
Oh, jeez.
It kind of sucks, too, because the manager and the owner were really good friends. Well, were.
Yeah.
And that pretty much ended with, get the fuck out of my store. I never want to see you again.
But each night would add up to a lot of money fast.
It was like literally several months. So while I worked in retail, when I was like an acting manager there, I worked with pretty much one of the worst Asian workers I've ever met.
Oh, jeez.
And it's funny too because all the Japanese people where I live know each other.
Yeah, in a small community, right?
And we knew this, our families were they're all sort of, kind of related in some way.
Okay.
That's right. It's the Yakuza. But anyway, the cashier manager, one of his,
third nephews, 4 times removed type things, decided to get a job there, and he was manipulative, lazy, and all-around terrible worker. But he was smart in the not really smart in the ways, but he did it in ways that like made you want to feel sorry for him. But
Pitiable.
and at this point, I was already like, my early 20s, so I was already like cynical about the world.
Yeah.
But it's like he'd skip out on shifts and say, "Oh, he had, a family member pass away and everything." That type of thing. And it's just like, after about 4 or 5 times, it's like, how many ants have you had die in the last year?
Jeez.
Like, it was literally his excuse like 5 or 6 times.
That's retarded.
So we
Why
had to
keep
find...
using it?
Yeah, so I had to find some way to get rid of him.
And I did. Because one day he said, "Oh, I'm going to go on break." And yep, he gets a can of Heinz off the shelf, goes up to the front, and then comes to the back room. I'm just like, "Yeah, can I see the receipt for your juice there?" He's like, "Oh, I didn't get it." It's like, "Well, which cashier did you go through?" Like, I can't remember. I was like, "Well, why don't you come up to the front and we can determine who you went through?" And it's like, "Oh, I went through like this cashier." So then I went up to the front. It's like, "Did he go through your till?" And she was like, "No." I'm like, "All right, come here." It's like, "That juice there, you shoplifted, you're fired."
Oh, jeez.
I mean, he did.
Yeah. No, I was just meaning, oh, jeez, the fact that he, shoplifted something like that. Like, I mean, come on.
Well, I didn't fire him on the spot. He did try to say, like, we have a spot to write things up. I thought that we can just, take things and write them up. I'm like, yeah, you can take them and write them up if it's for the business, like things like pens and paper for the office. But juice for people on break? No. It's like, you get a staff discount.
Which I kind of got minorly screwed over.
Oh.
Well, the thing is, like, I had been there for like 7-8 years, so I knew, like, I could close down the store. I knew the safe codes. I knew how to do all the close down, the cashing, how to cash out the till and everything. So I there were times when, during busy times, I could actually, I knew how to run the till and everything. I knew how to run the pricing system. I'm pretty sure.
Do anything.
Yeah, the only thing I couldn't do was payroll, but I'm pretty sure I could have learned.
I mean, you're Asian.
Yeah, exactly. So, the only problem is, like, there were warning signs when head office was like, "Guess what? You got this new manager coming in."
Oh.
So, like, the warning signs were... So, the guy who was the produce manager, he was a good guy. Like, he's your typical good guy. Like, if you had trouble with something, he'd help you. Because of that, if he had trouble with anything, I would help him. He's actually the one that... Remember I was telling you the story about the freezer backlog?
Where the freezer had, like, literally 1 foot. Yeah, it's because he got, like, backlogged with all the other work because we were so horribly understaffed. And so he's the guy that I helped out with that. But he was the produce manager for the longest time, and when he heard that manager was coming to the store, because he had worked with that manager in one of the other stores, like this, he was moving from a different store to here.
Oh, okay.
He immediately gave us 2 weeks. He said nope, because it was going to be like a month before the guy came here, and he's just like, no, not working with him. Here's my 2 weeks. I'm done.
Ooh. That's a good sign.
But it's one of those things where, like, this guy was just like, "I'm doing all this work. I expect you guys to do, like, a similar amount of work if you're in, like, a near management position. Thus me." The only difference was that he came in on his days off. He worked through all his breaks because he was paid salary, so it didn't matter how little or really how hard he worked.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. I was hourly. So for me, like, my shift is either 8 to 5 or 12 to 9. Actually, more like 12 to 9:30, and that extra half hour you're technically not being paid for.
Yeah.
So what I would do is if I had to work a huge amount extra, like let's say I'm the only, like they have a bad schedule and I'm the only manager on, so I can't take my hour-long lunch break.
Yeah.
If I'm doing my 8 to 5 shift and I can't take my hour-long, like, lunch break, then I'll go home at 4.
Yeah, when things are cooled off, right?
Well, not necessarily. I'd tell the other person who came in, it's just like, I'm going to take off at 4 because I didn't get my lunch break because we didn't have anybody.
Or, if they didn't allow me to do that, which sometimes they didn't, well, that would mean I'm working more than 8 hours in one shift, and that means that 1 extra hour you're paying me overtime.
Yeah.
Because at the time, that's how overtime worked. If you worked more than 8 hours in one shift, you get time and a half. If you worked more than 11, you get double time.
Yeah.
And of course, they're just like, "Oh, you can't do that." I'm just like, "Then I'm not." It's like you have to pay me for the work I'm doing.
It's not free.
So it got to the
You're here
point.
to make a living, not out of the kindness of your heart.
So it got to the point where, like, in order to finish my work, I had to sacrifice customer service, and that's not how I was trained.
No.
For me, it was customer service is the most important thing. It is the number one thing that you do.
That means any calls to the front, any price checks, anything that happens to do with anything a customer needs, get on it immediately. But now that they wanted me to work more time, then I had to be like, okay, well, it's like, oh, we need you to cash. I can't, got the stuff to do. Therefore, customers have to wait in like a 12-person lineup. They even implemented a policy where if the person has like, I think it's like 3 bags or less, no longer call for a carry out, even if they're like an old woman. Like it's like they have to request it.
Jeez.
Whoops.
Not cool.
So there was one time when they're just like, head office is coming in, we need you to clean this up. And do all this cleaning for head office to see it. And I'm like, you do realize that's like an 8-hour job that you're throwing on me with 2 hours left of my shift, and they're coming in tomorrow. And they're like, well, you need to get it done. So you know what I did? I stayed at the shop until 2 in the morning. My shift ended at 9. But for all those hours, I registered hours equivalent to my overtime.
Yeah.
And they threatened to not pay it because they're like, oh, we didn't ask you to stay that long. It's like, yes, you did.
It's
Like, well, you should have finished it faster. It's just like, well, here, you clean this shelf. How long does it take you? And it took them like, the one shelf took them, or the one set of shelves took them an hour. You know how I said it was an 8-hour job? It was 9 shelves. No, it was 10 shelves. Yeah, it was 10 shelves, units, but I could finish them in less than an hour.
jeez.
It's like, we didn't ask you to stay. Bullshit. This needs to get done. How is that not telling me to stay? Oh, you should have worked faster? Like, fuck that. You just proved to yourself that you couldn't do it in time.
Yep.
There was even one time when 2 of the managers took their time off, took their vacation time off at the exact same time.
Ugh.
Because that's the thing. There was the owner, and then there was like the 3 of us that could close down. And 2 of them took their vacation time at the same time. And they weren't happy with how I handled it. And here's how I handled it. Ended up putting here my schedule for that week. So the week, like on the scheduling, started on Sunday. It was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, Sunday.
Let's say Monday was 8 to 5. Wednesday was 8 to 5. And every single other day was 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. So I literally work like 12-hour shifts for 5 days. So 60 hours, and then plus the 2 8-hour shifts. So 76 hours that week.
Yeah.
So what I did was I took the next, like the week after, and I think the week after that. Like they had to give me pretty much almost one full week of paid, like, because I wasn't under their, like, I had like no benefits or anything, or I wasn't under their thing where it's like, oh, you know, you were required to have this many holiday days every year. As like I wasn't an official manager, but I just had the responsibilities of it.
And like the way I handled it was, I'll just take the next, pretty much. There, in order to get paid, you had to actually sign in write on the sheet how many hours you worked, and then they'd take the sheet and then put it into the computer.
Yeah.
And I gave myself full-time hours for 1 week without showing up to work that whole week. As well as a little bit in the next week too, because I totaled up the equivalent of what they would owe me for hours.
And they were mad that I did that, even though I had warned them beforehand that is how I'm going to do it. And they're just like, oh, it's like, well, you know, it was you work 76 hours that week, you should only take 36 hours off. I'm like, no, there's no overtime in that too, and you have to take that into consideration. My game froze.
I think mine's still working.
Now it's working again. Yeah, no, I didn't put up with shit, and then they got mad at me for not putting up with shit.
That's their fault.
Like when I left the place, I didn't leave with a completely horrible taste in my mouth, because I mean, they did give me employment for like 8 years.
It's just Duke when you're there for so long, and then all of a sudden they just shite on you. Oh, still there?
Yeah, my game just froze. My game froze.
Okay. Well, we can call it there anyways. It's 3:50.
Did you like this video? If you did, press the like button, leave a comment, share it! Press the left button to subscribe, then press the right one to watch more 7 Days to Die.